1860 for a grand jury, or it could be an additional, I keep going to call it general session.
Or non-jury.
Well, no, the jury. This is the
General session.
This is the one that can have, that's got the 18 chairs in it. So it could be another general sessions courtroom if necessary. There are 5 judges' offices, all separate offices, all with separate admin, all with separate bathroom facilities for them. There's plenty of waiting for family court. I know that's one thing Mr. Kilco's mentioned. You go to court, family court, and everybody's packed in the hallways. And staff all know that as well at the courthouse. Everybody's packed in the hallways. Well, there's 80 seats here between two separate recognizable waiting rooms, which we don't even have now for that purpose. There's a very specific, dedicated detention facility within inside the courthouse, where now they go into a room, which could be another office. Very specific elevators for judges, detainees, or the public. So separation that we cannot achieve without 2 additional elevators being installed in our current courthouse facility. Actual sally port that can be closed off for unloading and loading of detainees or inmates, which we don't have, and causes security problems for the sheriff every time they come in and out. And we'll talk about parking when we go to the next one. Well, I'll go ahead and show you the next one. So that's floor plans I know you might have to get up and look at. And landscape architect, site layout on the property that you already have purchased, that you own directly in front of the Historical Commission. This will be the footprint of the building. This is the existing mural parking lot. And then there are 36 additional parking places for the public that we don't have now. That are really, when you're parking around the square, merchants need those spaces, restaurants need those spaces, lawyers need those spaces, juries need those spaces. Anyway, so that's 36 new parking places. Plus, our chart says 13 spaces, but I believe I counted on this layout and on there, actually 15 places in here. Right, there's some parallel with there. 15 secure parking places for judges and whatever staff the clerk would deem appropriate to park in the secure parking lot. So it gives us much more parking on the layout. Now I want you to come in and you tell them what this does for you now and what it do for you in the future.
Well, first of all, I appreciate the opportunity to present to the council. Thanks for the citizens being involved in the press. Seeing Judge Millen brings back memories. I think this is probably at least the 4th time we went down this road of trying to do something that's safe, secure, looks nice, something for Darlington County to be proud of. Thank Charles especially. Charles and I have worked together on several projects, but this has been one we've been very intimate on, and his wisdom on this has been a great help. And as you say, we've had to go back to the architects numerous times because the plans they would bring sometimes would be something they thought would be a good idea, but it wasn't functional for court, such as things now what we'll have down in this secure area where the sheriff would have his people watching over the detainees when they come in through the sally port. Now they have holding cells and also restroom facilities where they don't have to take them out and go to the bathroom, bring them back in, bring them in, bring them out. And this whole area is locked down, that a person that is in secured area would never be in contact with the public like they are now, except when they come into the courtroom, which they would be under guard then as well. And also in this area, we're able to have it where pardon, probation, and parole has an office in the secured area where they can come sign up the people once they've been sentenced. The public defender has an office in the secured area as well where they can have the people signed up, talk to them, offer pleas. Then also outside of the secured area, you have meeting rooms for the attorneys and clients. There's 2 behind this main courtroom where we currently now, they're just sitting in the hall, as anybody that's been up there knows, they're sitting in the hall trying to discuss things with their clients as everybody else is passing by. These would be 2 areas that they can use for private attorneys. The public defender has a designated area also in this unsecured area where they would take people that are not incarcerated, they could use to talk about the pleas, sign them up, whatever they need to do. 3Ps also has an area over here that they would take unsecured people once they've been sentenced, and they would sign them up on the pardon department. The solicitor's office has an area here that they will use during court to be able to use as their staff. Then there's like what's over here is like a sequestered area. It's called. Sometimes when we have jury trials, the people that's testifying must be sequestered, meaning they will not be able to be around other people. And they can't be in the courtroom while the trials are going on. So we have an area designated for that. This is where, when you come into the building, the sheriff provides the security area where the people are screened. There's also a break area over here for that, for people that's inside the courthouse itself. On the area where the judge comes in, is secured. Every area where judges are around the first floor or the second floor, all secured areas where the public will not be available to go in those areas. It's completely locked down away from the public. And there's also, between these two courtrooms, there's a shared jury room that if by need of another jury, we could do that. Also, we could use these jury rooms or these courtrooms. Sometimes when trials are going on, sometimes you have to take matters up outside the presence of a jury. Right now, what has to generally happen is you have to tell everybody that's there for a jury, go stand in the hall, go downstairs. We could easily move from this main courtroom, just move the judge and the court reporter over to one of these areas, courtrooms over here, and use that facility instead of having to send everyone out to the courtroom. And as Charles said, there's a lot of waiting area for the family court that we currently do not have. The clerk of court register of deed office will move to the second floor here rather than at the courthouse, and my staff will be over on this area.
Plenty of bathrooms compared to what we currently have.
Right, and that was one of the things I've shown it to. We have two, right now we have two local resident family court judges that we house. There's an area for them. I've shown these plans to them. They're both in agreement with it. They approve of it. Right now we do not have a local resident circuit court judge, which we could in the future. The good thing about this plan is it's not only about what's good for us today, there's room for if we grow and the court administration starts sending more court for family court, which as anyone's involved in family court knows we could use. We got room for that, and also the judges' chambers, should we eventually get another resident judge, whether it's circuit or family court, there's plenty of room for growth for that with the 5 judges' chambers that are in this plan. One of the things, and also the circuit court judge is not local, but he is our resident because he resides in the 4th Circuit, is Judge Paul Birch. He's looked at this plan, he approves of it, sees the need for it, was very glad to see. And one of the things that I fought for, because right now in our jury room, we have 4 restrooms. So anybody that works court knows when you take a break, you got a minimum of 12. Usually there's even 14 or 15 people that's on the jury because you have the alternates. While you're waiting for all that to transpire, the architects and their wisdom kept saying you don't need but 1 bathroom, and I fought hard for the 4 bathrooms because as Judge Millen knows, when you take a break, you have to take a 30-minute break every time you take a break. You're just wasting court term. And I think Charles even threatened
Probably
the fire.
had to say, do what we told you on the bathroom and be done with it now.
So Charles pretty much told him, don't come back, we don't have 4. So in our jury room, we still have the 4 restrooms, 2 women, 2 men, and that just expedites whenever you do take a break. One, Judge Birch, who they've just done renovation in Chesterfield, was upset about is they only have 1. Even when they renovated over there, he said when they take a break, it takes 30 or 45 minutes every time they take a break. So that's one of the things I'm glad to see that we were able to incorporate inside of there. There's probably a lot of stuff that I'm missing, but we'll take that up anytime you have any questions about it.
Your secure parking is a big deal for you.
It is. That was one thing Judge Birch also had requested because of the fact that obviously they're exposed. Kind of like now it puts a lot of pressure on the sheriffs because everybody they just pull up. The judges are right there exposed. This will be in an area that's walled off, secured with gates, so they would be able to be in a secured area without any of the public being involved in it.
Sheriff took a look at these plans. You want to weigh in? Any comment on the security, the added security features?
I was truly impressed and stuff by what county administrator put together and stuff. When him and I went up to Lancaster and we looked at it when we first came in, and we used it. I think you used some of the marshal's assessment on security and stuff for this, and that security area for our judges is a must and a mainstay. It bothers me now, but this is something that we truly need because now the judge and his reporters and stuff are totally segregated from anyone else, and their safety is paramount. And it kind of helps my staff not be running around like a chicken with its head cut off.
And you have true detention for
We do with that Sally Port and stuff now, and the isolation and stuff. It means that those inmates and stuff that we're bringing in are not exposed to the public at all. So really, it helps us out a lot.
All right. Anything else? Go ahead.
Am I right to see that there won't be any inmates in the elevator?
Not, there'll be, they
It's
got
all
a
gonna be
designated
all gonna be
elevator.
on the first floor.
That's right.
No, there'll be an elevator, but it'll be their elevator.
But all all their proceedings are on the first floor, correct?
No.
Well, they have family court, like bench warrants, they are incarcerated when they come for bench warrants, so there is a secured elevator for them to go straight up into the courtroom.
Designated elevator.
You shouldn't see prisoners having to get on the same elevator with the public, and certainly not on the same elevator with the judges. Where right now, that happens, but they don't get them together. You have to make sure that doesn't happen. All right, well, I'm just gonna move on to the artistic renderings, let y'all look at them, and then we'll go open all these up. And like I said, I want you to come up, look at it, and ask Scott questions, and get a good feel for what you think here for us to move forward. Remember, these are conceptual. This is just it's called an elevation drawing, not the most impressive in the world, but lets you know how high the building is.
You're a busy man.
And remember, the color brick and all that's none of that's set in stone. These are just conceptual ideas.
What was the other one right there?
Hold on one second. Which building are you talking about? This?
Yeah.
Those current buildings in place. That's where the mural is.
Okay, I see.
There's a courthouse in the
I
back.
see.
I'm gonna cover this one up because the elevation drawing is not necessary for anything versus seeing the back of the building. And I'm gonna cover up this for just a second. So this is just an idea, but this is based on the architectural site plan, with that secure parking lot over here gated off. I know some of the first things, but the colored brick is still wide open. These columns, they're not decorated in these pictures. These pediments are not decorated in these pictures. So certainly you would see something like scrolls at the top of this, or not gingerbready, but the little squares, and all the decorative look can certainly be put on all that. But we feel like this is a good start.
Or describe how the judges get in and out of there.
Well, from this picture, this would be a secure access, so there'd have to be signs posted here that this is authorized personnel only. They'd come through a gate at this point, and then all of this is their parking area. When they leave, they go through this access gate, and then come out on the Fountain or Hewitt to leave. So they would be coming out here, which is straight through that gate, or that gate, however you want to look at it through the pictures. The detention center van, or whoever's bringing in an inmate, would come in this way, pull into this enclosed sally port. Then they would be let out of the vehicle. Once it's secure, the vehicle would come out this driveway. And what we're thinking at this time, there's my back picture over here. They'd come out this angle drive here, and then right here is the parking lot for the Historical Commission right now. There's 30 parking places in that parking lot. Most of the vehicles you see back there at any time are really county vehicles, where we park the county vehicle there, or an employee has drove their vehicle there to pick up their county vehicle. We'd probably move that parking to somewhere else so that all those spaces are available, and we could designate 2 or 3 spaces there for detention vehicles and officers. Any other questions? Well, we want to open this up. I want y'all to get up, come look, and ask questions of Scott, ask questions of me. You're going to uncover those, and the public wants to look at them in detail back there. And if you wanted to use this building for something else, the security would still have to be active just inside the front doors, and they could get to the public restrooms in there. So that might be something you don't want to do with the
New buildings.
yeah. These are probably the most important two that you need to see in detail, which are floor plans.
Hey, you're gonna get upgraded. It's gonna be nice out there. You might have to slide over and do some improvements.
Everything good? Everything good? Nice out of me. Oh, my Lord.
Hey, I'll, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You have like the office? Or you had like the office? Okay, well, I'm gonna run by the office. I'll put a copy of that stuff over and come and get it over. Alright, I'll see you.
Oh, yeah, the dark, yeah, probably. I feel sure we can go with the dark, so it would fit in with the historical commission building and other older buildings that are your office.
You already checking out your office, make sure it's the right place. Let me back in.
It does, it's so much more fun.
They got from a came from the Heavenly Field, Mitchell Johnson. That's what it is.
Yeah, there's your house right there.
Thank you. Try to go hide us now, that's we are looking at 20
I don't see that changing.
It's just empty lot. My good partner is doing something like that.
What do you think?
Is that for us to build on the west side of the building? We literally have to so disrupt the side of that building to get to the bars to put them out. So it's rather for us to build on the right side.
This is the city parking lot, we got. And it's always roads, asphalt.
It's good. We do have a job. He definitely would have played it.
I'm glad what I have to look at all day was good.
I said, well, you hold it.
My fear was that it was looking duster on the back.
That's your view right there.
That's okay.
So get used to it.
It needs some industrial look.
It could have been, right? Just kind of everything else on the facade up front, looking through it, yours is just like this.
Yeah, it could look real bad.
I grew up in South Florida. I grew up there my whole life. I was at Disney within the first year. I mean, I was born out there, so that was, it opened up and everyone went to any. I took a group of students when I'm now out of college, everything. I took a group up there for some kind of overnight event. When they did bring the leaders out, I'm sitting there where you're in the middle of downtown, you know, Main Street, USA. They say, okay, it's time to start getting the buses. They're saying, you show up, you got coffee into the
I had
back.
Bojangles Blueberry biscuits on the way.
This is so surreal. Yes, ma'am.
But there's two kinds. There's
Krispy Kreme,
and then there's the Marquette over there too.
You walk out,
Thank
it's
you.
just, you're welcome. Just straight brick, you know, just straight concrete. Concrete brick building. The whole back of it is just concrete brick building. You're just like, it's just like, come on, man. Now I've been blowing it for my whole life. Don't be starting already. Don't be starting on hard. Yeah, just you don't have to worry about cleaning it anyhow.
Can't you see about
If that'll help you, if you bring up the cleaning crew, no, I don't know. Like I said, that's
Really nice. Okay, yeah,
you're going to do to the left or to the right?
we're going over there. I know where that mural is.
A lot of people realize that that right on the outside, each steel bar is around the entire building, 6 inches on the inside. The only place that you can do that is right here. So you connect the two buildings.
I don't know.
You gotta come down.
So you're like,
What the engineer told us is over here, they have to clear outside the building to cut all the bars out and join the two buildings to get enough room and to get in there. So when you so constructive, you know, it's too much cost for them. It was better over there. So here it's going to be 43 about 100, whereas over here it's a little bit wider and kind of balance out.
Kind of balance.
Yeah, so we're having, you know.
I'm sure you can still work with it. Make it look good.
Make it work. That's right.
Am I lying?
Big great. Wow. Big great. That's new.
Oh my God.
now you can put your rocket ship. What do you think, Mr. Man? How does it look within your historical mind's eye? And that was the, that's cool. Did Did someone tell you that before? Because really, Charles like to hear that. Actually. Really, because that's really what he was trying to do. Just the idea of bringing the old, the new ones, and bring it together. I know that one of the things that, and this is still conceptual, not exactly, but this is oh, like, I'm gonna put it would be better for when we start the next step. Kicked off fairly quickly because we do have the funds to get started.
Hey, how are you? Good, and you?
Let me ask you.
Oh, there'll be cameras all the way around. There's no cameras on there. Oh, yeah, there'll be cameras in all these corners around. The clerk door and law enforcement. Yeah. Oh, yeah, well, that's the, well, you got two security officers.
Oh, yeah.
And they should be able to, whichever one y'all decide is the main control.
What's this property? This is owned by private people. Why we let that get away, I don't
But certainly possible to zero people come. Well,
it'll lose the coming up Orange Street.
would either be alive now or within the last 30 years. It's free access, and you can download it. And I wrote down by year, event, family, so, he's got a bunch that ways when he goes, if you don't take the photo number and all that.
Dan, you on board with us?
Yeah.
Good, good.
What you're doing is
That's right. I've been here 23 years, we've been talking about it for 20.
Well, you got two. Mine don't even feel like I just got it. How you doing, man?
Good, how are you? How you doing? Good, how are you?
I'm good. Cold. It's cold in here.
Yeah, it is.
How you doing? You holding everything down there? You sound like you're sort of sad about the you guys
Sometimes it happens.
how long does it take to get down in the building? You work out for what?
I think that's something that, I mean, there might be some signage or I don't not just see that, but there's
Curtis, what you doing?
well, and then there's working over here.
From the church to the curve coming around and the old road is they forget all the new road and you know where it's wide and before works too much. You know, as you leave the church and you come in that curve like coming up towards Newport, there were those houses kind of in the arc right there in that field. I think most of them are gone. There's nothing but the trade everything that telephone tower. Where that dirt road used to come on right where that curve started and went around. That was the old road I went across. looks like freedom. This map shows an African-American church right before you get to the woods, before you cross the bridge, it shows the cemetery behind. It's gotta be right there next to where Stokes is.
I just had them on the roof and stuff.
It needs to be darker. Somebody said
Before we leave the curve.
Charles, can I ask you a question about this?
Well, the map shows the cemetery, where their graves are.
The way they're supposed to treat. Is that going to be one? Okay. No, but I know which way you prefer it to be. So it doesn't look like you're closing this off, so everybody's got to come in. Yeah, this
Well, like I said, I have a map, but I was just saying 1940. I'm just on the map, and it shows it's got a church going on and a cemetery behind it.
You know, this has how signage I'm just wondering how many people are trying to turn this way. Turn it there. Yeah, I mean, they still do it now. I just think it's going to encourage more of that.
We got a cemetery in a lake shop on Washington. You know when you're going out Broad Street and you're coming up to the oil mill, there's I don't remember when you first came. There's a house on the right, trimmed out in black. In the right side of her house, right over the front yard, tombstone there from 32. Guy's child got killed. He was 21 years old, fell out of the truck, knocked out of the truck, and died. And they buried him right there in the yard. They were in the yard, and there that flat stone was clean dirt off of them. There he lay. I swear, I don't think we know how to search these. You know.
This is the thing that's going to be nice. Yeah, that's going to be nice.
You wouldn't got the big road.
That wasn't really awkward. Being in court and
I've got photographs of them moving, but they didn't date and looking by the truck, but you can't go by the truck because that mover may have had an old truck, you know? I saw a piece of furniture not long ago here, Les Baker's, Bimbo Baker's son Les. He's doing that reclaimed wood and making furniture and all that reclaimed wood. I saw a piece of furniture I mean, it's sort of a shadow of what it once was, but at one point they had a pharmaceutical company. They had a pharmaceutical company.
Tell me you'll go down.
Are you Oh, mercy.
You got mad at me years ago. Same way. That was the line.
But it was nice meeting you.
Take my house and
You know, I can go back probably probably in the late 80s, maybe early 90s, when the guys at Milk were ready to trade off the truss were there. Got the help back up in there, that train hanging down in the street. Mercy.
I know you don't like them. All right, good luck.
Get it finished on up. It's gonna take a little while.
And you can industry brings so.
Me and Charles talked about this, him or her being able to come out here, but to do respect, I go run out here, oh, they were able to leave the bus. They will come down here, you got our people, can't get out here. This is the way that they feel But I think this is our problem. Unless you guys give Charles no more. No,
he's not, no more. I done asked for all I can ask for. Yes, sir.
Probably wait till see how much I have left.
I'm great.
Oh, no, ma'am, you're fine. They're right there.
Yeah, that'd be fine. That way we can get them back in the stores.
Yeah.
Make sure you take them. We might have to use
Something like that.
Human decency checks, not tickets. And actually, you know, I'll tell you something. Well, how about roll call with that? City, if you look at it, all the way up to CBS, they're squirrel down. They able to take that property on that side of the road where the Dollar General is. But the legislature, I said, you can't just get junk.
I know, yeah.
But I said,
Really?
we're not gonna worry about it.
I joke about it. One of the first things I thought about crazy. I got there, I kind of realized it was plus. I said, well, when it's very, very clear, no concept. Not like when it rains out there, and it's gloomy and raining, we just live. We're not low, we're not high, we just think it's
Forever, did you? I know he likes to talk.
Because they're having to go to another building to get some. That way,
it's kind of like, you don't have to have everybody, you just need 1 plus 50. It's unrealistic to take everybody.
Hey, you know what?
Good job, Scott. Can you hear me?
you're welcome.
There's a shell station in Darlington. Appreciate it. Good job. Thank you, sir.
That way I can put it that building file for county buildings. That way are excited about it years later or research it. Go figure. I'm just there to preserve it. Who knows? Laura, you doing okay? I'm wonderful. It's good seeing you. I'm excited about it. Y'all doing okay? Well, good seeing y'all.
Hey, Casey.
Sherman's getting put back.
Thank y'all very much.
Fix that way.
How you doing, sweetie?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Thank you.